What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Trey Visions, and today we're going to talk about how much I make for this 58-hour overtime check as a first-year apprentice, second half. So I got one pay raise, which is $2 pay raise, but yeah, this is second half, still a first-year apprentice. So some of these numbers may shock you. Some of these numbers may not shock some people. I know for me, this is the most money I made in any career or anything I did prior. So I make $24.34, but where I work, we get per diem with $10 extra an hour. So you're going to see it says $34.34 an hour. That's what I'm making regular time, as you can see. So $34.34 an hour. That's what I'm making regular time for 40 hours. I made $1,373.60. Overtime, I make $51.51. 18 hours of overtime, I made $927.18. Didn't do any holidays. Sometimes the holidays, don't really do them. I did them once, and you get double time, but it gets taxed so much that you don't really see much on your check extra. So, I mean, some people love the double time. Me personally, I don't really like doing double time for holidays because you don't get paid that much, maybe $50, if that. So I'd rather just spend time with family or something like that. That's just me, though. Some people will do that. So earnings total, I made $2,378. Deductions, $753.07. So I got paid this week. Well, the week that I did a full week, sometimes you may be off, something like that. I got paid $1,547.71. Now let's go over these deductions, because I know you guys probably like, whoa, why do you have so many deductions? I'm about to go over that now. Even with the deductions though, being a first year apprentice, second half, this is a lot of money for a first year apprentice. This is not normal. Most people don't get this much overtime, and most people not getting the extra $10 an hour. So I'm making some journeyman wage in certain states. Down south, they probably make as much as I'm making right now. You know, I work with a lot of people from down south, from North Carolina and South Carolina, and they tell me like, man, you apprentices here are making a good amount of money for how you're working, how much you're working. Like, you're making a good amount of money. That extra $10 an hour go a long way. Save. And that's what I've been doing. But yeah, let's get back to it. So what they're taking out for deductions, let's go with that $345 you see. That's for federal withholding, federal taxes. Hey, I pay them taxes, man. So after that, we have the medical, which is that $33.36. You see, after the medical, it's $142.65. That's for the Social Security. And then that $116.64, that's state tax. You got to pay them state tax regardless. So that federal, all those taxes you have to pay. It's just, it is what it is. That $54.52, those are dues. I don't know the exact number they're taking out per hour off the top of my head, but I may get that information later on. But I know that it's probably like around $1.50 an hour. Yeah, it's probably like around that area, probably like $1 an hour. Right now, since I'm a first year apprentice, it's lower. It's probably like 60, 70 cents. But once you get to that journeyman, it goes up because you're making more money. That $29, that's a vacation fund. So that $29 that they take out, it goes back to us at the end of the year, like around November, Black Friday. I think around that time, that money comes back to us. So that's kind of a good way to save money, saving money low key, you know, just putting that $29 in the bank every time. That's good. $11.60, that's also going to the union, but it's for a certain branch of the certain part, like the school that we're attending. So that $11.60 is going to the school, so the school can get us iPads and stuff. Recently just got an iPad from the school, so that's cool. Eventually you get to keep that when you journey out. $1.16, another thing for the union. Not really sure what that is, but they did go over with us, but I don't remember that one. The $2.32 scholarship fund, that comes in handy if you have kids, which I do have a daughter. So when she does get older, it'll help pay for her scholarships and things like that if she wants to go to school. $6.38, it's an organizing assessment. That's another thing for the union. And $10.44, another thing for the union is called recovery fund. I'm not really sure what that is, but I'm pretty sure they went over it. But I can't pinpoint what that was about. So yeah, man, that's really all I got. I do have expenses. My expenses is not that much. I can go over that with you right quick. Monthly, I'm probably paying like $650 for my car, which is about to be paid off. Paying like $200 a month for daycare, which is not bad. And then I pay $200, to my mother, stuff like that, or just anything. I try to give my mother money because I am living with her right now, or anything she need help with, I try to take care of. But that's basically like what, 1,000, maybe 200. I mean, 1,000, maybe 1,200 a month right now. So that's not bad. That's not bad, especially for the amount of money I'm making. I'm just trying to save up as much as I can, because when I do want to plan to move out, maybe sometime this year, not trying to rush it, trying to get at least 6 to 12 months in rent before I just move out. So that's the plan. But yeah. So that's all the expenses I have right now. And yeah, I feel like if you're going to go in the trades, man, go union. This is a good example right here. And if you can't get in a union, I know some places the union is not that strong. Go non-union if you have to, but if you really could get in a union, go union. And I have a video prior speaking on how I got into the union and things like that. But I would go union, That's just me personally, because look at how much money I'm making as a first year, second half. Can't beat that, man. It's the most money I made ever. But yeah, that's the end of the video. That's all really I got. Like and subscribe and comment for more videos. If you have any questions, please comment, leave it in the comments. And I'm out, man. Peace.